Now you heard a couple of questioners tonight say they want to step back from Senate Bill 165.
Or 278. I think it was 175 is the one that actually...
165 and then 278.
278.
You're right.
278 is the one where one of the questioners admonished myself and Senator Oelsleger to repeal it. But as I've told you before,
that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Plus, the theory behind it is that the state of Ohio has jurisdictional authority over a lot of things that deals with our day-to-day lives. Health standards, traffic laws, the EPA, environmental standards. We don't let local communities come in and change environmental standards either for the good or the bad. We don't let them change health standards. They're all a part of a framework that is a product of Ohio law that has been enacted by the Ohio General Assembly. And this is much the same. And by the way, townships really never had the jurisdictional authority prior to House Bill 278. Anyways, municipalities did under the Constitutional Home Rule Authority, but townships really never had the authority anyways.
So local government where local government can work. Is that, right. Would that be a fair summation?
Our country was founded on a central government, a federal government, a state government, and a local government. And they all have a very important role to play. But to suggest that in certain instances one cannot perform at a level that protects the people, I think is a wrong-headed thought and is inappropriate.
Okay. Well, while we're on local government, and this is off point a little bit, but I have you here.
All right.
What's going to happen with local government funding in Ohio? You know, Stark County government units are really concerned.
What I tell people, there is a lot of speculation and conjecture about this upcoming budget. It is going to be a very difficult budget, and it's going to be, without a doubt, very controversial. However, I would prefer not to speak specifically about any of those component parts that might make up the budget until we see what the budget looks like. I'll be more than glad to talk to you about it once we see it, because right now what might be speculation or conjecture might not come to pass. So I would prefer not to talk about it.
Well, okay. Well, how about the estate tax? Or, as Republicans like to say, the death tax.
Yeah, I think that that there is a fundamental flaw with the process that says that you pay your taxes all throughout your life, and then when you die, your estate has to pay them again. I understand there are some consequences that go with eliminating the estate tax to local government and to state government. So, we're just going to have to look at that. I'm not a co-sponsor of that bill, but I am very much interested in seeing what we can do to make it where the heirs of an estate are not punished by the fact that they have to pay the tax again after the taxes that have already been paid on all the property and the things that their family had worked so hard for during their time that they were living.
Are you influenced by the fact that only about 10% of Ohioans are affected by the estate tax?
Well, those are things that obviously you've done your homework on that I'll have to look at a little bit more closely. Again, anytime you deal with these issues, you look at the benefit and then the cost. In this case, the benefit to those who would have to pay an estate tax versus what it might do as far as its impact on state and local government. So we'll have to look at that, and then from that point, we'll see what happens.